everybody, welcome back to my channel. How are you today? I am here with my November favorites. It's now the beginning of December. I'm sorry this isn't up earlier. It's the end of the semester and I'm super busy, but I really wanted to film this, so hopefully I can film it and get it up really quickly and then go back to being stressed out by school. But anyway, let's jump in. The first thing I've just been loving lately is berry lips. I'm wearing one today. This is the first time that I've worn this one, and it's probably the darkest one I've worn. It's from the CoverGirl Star Wars little collection thing. It's the shade 50. I don't think they have names, and I don't know if they're available anymore. But like I said, this is the first time I've worn it, even though I really like it. But ones I have been wearing a lot are Revlon's Black Cherry, which is also a really deep, it looks like brown. It's just not quite as purple as this one is. It's got a little more berry to it. And then for a lighter one, also by Revlon, is Iced Amethyst. Looks like this, and it's just a lighter berry. Kind of frosty, but not too frosty. And then this one is fairly new to me. It's the Makeup Forever in Rebel with Cause. It looks just a little bit darker than Iced Amethyst, and it's not so frosty. And then I think I had one more. Oh, and then I think I talked about this last time. It's the ColourPop LBB right there. So I've just really been loving berry lips lately. It's all I want to wear, and it's pretty much all I have been wearing. And then I've also, because it's getting colder, it's getting drier, and I've never really struggled with dry skin until recently, and it's really dry. So I've been using the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser from Maybelline. Looks like that. It's just really moisturizing. I was using it, I bought it a few months ago and I'd use it, and I had to be careful what foundation I used with it because I would just look super oily and I just, like, my face felt really slippery. But I'm really liking this one now, even under foundations that are supposed to be dewy and a little more glowy, because my skin has just been really dry. So if you have any other suggestions for me as far as primers or drugstore foundations that are better for drier skin, I'd really love to know, because I really have no idea what to try because I've never struggled with dry skin before. So that's that. And then this also I got pretty recently. The problem is I usually buy a bunch of stuff like mid-month because that's when I get paid. And then I don't have a ton of time to play with it, but before I have to film these. But I'll tell you, I do really like this one. It's the Makeup Revolution palette, the Iconic 2 palette. And it's supposed to be a dupe for the Naked 2 palette, which I was kind of debating about getting, and I had some people tell me, and just some reviews I watched, they said that they didn't really like it, they don't reach for it that much. And then I saw the video that was a dupe for this, and I watched it, and she's like, it's basically exactly the same except for like 2 shades. So I decided to pick this up because I don't know what I would be missing out on with the Naked 2, and this was only $7, which is way better than $54. And I just really like it, so I feel like I can say, even after only like 2.5 weeks of using this, I've used it almost every day since then. And then another kind of new thing, like I said, I order everything kind of mid-month, but it is the Sigma, what is it, tapered blending in the E40, just a big fluffy brush. And I haven't had a crease brush that's like this fluffy, and it's just perfect for transition shades and just kind of buffing everything out. I don't really put any dark colors on this, I just use it to blend, and I've really been liking that. I also got the NYX HD finishing powder, and I really like this one because it's pressed, and I have the City Color one, which I do really like, and like the way it performs, but it gets everywhere and it kind of smells bad. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if any of you have noticed that or if it's just mine, but I love the way it looks. I just don't like reaching for it and using it. So I've really liked this because there's no mess and it works just as well. And then, sorry this is dirty, I just used it. Maybe you can't really tell, but this is just the Real Techniques complexion sponge. I've really been liking this lately because I think I figured out how to really use it. I've had them for a few months, and I think I've been getting the sponge a little too wet, when I go to put my foundation on. So I haven't been getting it quite as wet, just damp, and it's been working a lot better. So I've really, really been liking it. And then as far as false lashes go, I have been loving Demi Wispies. These are the Salon Perfect. I don't really have a great selection of, what are these? I don't really have a great selection of false lashes at the Walmart where I live, and that's all we have is a Walmart. But I have really been loving these ones, especially without liner. I'm finally getting to the point where I can get my lashes on pretty easily and not have to have like thick liner to kind of cover up any mistakes. So I've really liked that as like a really natural eye, but with a little drama in the lashes. And then for lash glue, I picked up the Revlon Precision Clear Lash Adhesive. When I first started using eyelashes, I picked up the black one in this. And that I thought that would make it easier to make sure it blended in with my liner and all that stuff. But the problem was if I accidentally touched it to my eyelids, then I had this like black smudge and it was really hard to get off. So I decided to get this because, well, it dries clear. It goes on white, dries clear, kind of like Elmer's glue, but it's not Elmer's glue. And I've just really, really been loving this, and I feel like it has better staying better staying power than the black one, because this is really hard for me to get off at the end of the night. The black one I could get off pretty easy. And then something, I think I got this in my Ipsy bag in October, maybe even September, but this is the Dr. Brandt Microderm, this is the Dr. Brandt, I don't know what it's called, Microdermabrasion Skin Exfoliant. I think it's normally really expensive, and I just have this little one and it's almost gone. But I have really liked this. I just use it like once a week because it is pretty rough on the skin. Like it hurts a little bit, but I know that it's getting all the dead skin off. The only weird thing about it is it smells kind of like, it smells like lemon, which that's not bad, but it smells like cleaner, really, really strong, like kitchen cleaner or something. So it's a little weird. It's kind of a nice scent, but at the same time, I feel like I'm washing or putting something on my face that I shouldn't be just because of the way it smells. And then the last thing that's beauty related anyway is this. I just got this too. It's the Soap and Glory hand food. I just got the travel size. It was like all the little mini sizes at Ulta as you're like waiting in line. Saw this, had to get it. Those things are traps. I could pick up almost everything there. But this is the only one I did, and I just love the way it smells and performs, because usually in the winter I can't use scented things. They just burn my hands, so I have to use lotions. My husband says that they're grandma lotions because they don't smell all pretty. They just smell like they're like medicated, and which they are. But this one I haven't had a problem with. It doesn't burn my hands and it just smells really good. And it's really moisturizing. And then I have one thing, this is kind of funny, but it's this coloring book. It's the Mindfulness Coloring Book, Anti-Stress Art Therapy for Busy People. And I got this at the beginning of the month, and it's so fun because it's just got designs that you can color. Like here's birds, and I use gel pens. Like there's this one that I colored. It's just really fun. I do have some anxiety and I get stressed. There's foxes. And it's just really nice to just sit down and color. And I do love coloring, but I don't usually, like sometimes I'll color little kid coloring books, but that's just not as fun. But when you get to do something that's like more complicated, or just these designs, I can't find the one I'm wanting to show you. But anyway, there's just, this isn't it, but there's just designs and you can do whatever you want with it. But there's also ones like this one, you've got a butterfly. And I've just really, really been loving this. It's kind of silly, but I got this on Amazon. I'll link it below if anybody wants to look at it. But I think that is it for my favorites. Thanks for watching, and let me know what your, I think that's it for this month's favorites. Sorry I don't have that many. I probably could have put more in, but because I've only used a lot of the new products I have for like a week or two, I tried not to, even though I really wanted to, so hopefully next month I'll have even more favorites for you. Let me know if you have favorites videos that you want me to check out, or if you have any suggestions on things that I should try, and please let me know just in the comments, and make sure you comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!